thing is serious. It is serious what we're involved with in this nation. It is serious. 3 times since this man has been in the White House, we have had a near terrorist mishap on this nation's soil. 3 times. One a couple of days ago. And I knew we were in trouble when 3 individuals on 3 separate occasions entered the White House that were not on the list. And I thought to myself, this man can't even control who comes in the White House. How in the world is he going to protect the borders of this nation? Now we see. Now we see. We may have disagreed with George W. Bush on the spending issue. But one thing for certain, after 9/11, George Bush made it known to all his enemies that if you attempt to cause harm on the American people, you will pay a dear price for it. We need a leader like that. We need a leader like that. I am literally shaking in my boots every day I turn the television on because I don't know what's going to happen next. I am afraid for my country. I am the son of a World War II veteran, my father, who ended up being a chaplain in his unit. The Asian theater in World War II buried and left many of his friends there. I am the brother, my oldest brother, a Vietnam veteran, wounded in Vietnam. My nephew that lives here in Albany did a tour in Iraq. His sister just finished a tour in Afghanistan. Myself, I did 23 years in the U.S. Army, active and reserve. I tell you that simply because I believe in America, I am bullish on America, and I will never apologize for America being the superpower that she is, because that's what has kept her free for all these years, and we should continue down that road. And Mr. President, you are wrong to apologize for America being the superpower that she is. Now, as a minister, I believe in living in peace with all of my neighbors. I believe in dialogue. But I also believe in the Ronald Reagan philosophy, peace through superior firepower. We should not let our guards down because our terrorist enemies, they are out to destroy us. They want us wiped off the face of the earth. Until that administration in the White House comes to the realization that we are fighting a war, we are in trouble. So I call upon each one of you to send people like Ed Reinders back to the Capitol, who's going to stand up, change Washington, D.C. in 2010. Get rid of those Democrats that are pandering to the terrorists every single day. I stand on the Constitution, but I'm reasonable with the Constitution. A great document that has enabled this nation to stand for 200+ years. And for the Labor Commissioner, 3 things. Work with our Economic Development Department to make sure we have the right environment for our businesses to come and grow. Work with the Georgia General Assembly to help pass pro-business legislation that's going to reduce taxation, regulation, and litigation on the backs of the small businesses and corporate America. And call for a forensic analysis of the Labor Department to cut the waste in that department. We've had some great successes this year in the Georgia General Assembly. The ethics bill my friend spoke about, I just want to touch on that. Was it everything people wanted? No. But was it a start in the right direction? Yes. We can build on that. We can build on that. And I think it was a great step in the right direction. Transportation, we finally got a transportation bill that we can move Georgia forward, and South Georgia residents are going to benefit as well, as far as the leadership of Chairman Reinders leading them in that endeavor. We passed great water conservation legislation this past session that's going to benefit all of Georgia. Next year is going to be a daunting task for the Georgia General Assembly. That's why we need the leadership like Ed Reinders back at the Capitol. Now is a critical time for this state and for this nation. And the only way we're going to get out of this is create an environment in which small businesses and corporate America can thrive again and put people back to work, not through that failed stimulus plan that was passed in February 2008 2009, when Obama stood before the American people and said, if you pass this $789 billion bill, the unemployment level will not go above 8%. Well, they released it yesterday, 9.9, almost 10%. 9.9%. Depending on what part of Georgia you're in, you factor in those that are unemployed and just giving up, like up in North Georgia where I was, in Murray County, Gordon County, and Whitfield County, it's running right at 17%. Passing by factories every day that are closing down. And the one thing these business owners are telling me across this state, three things: taxation, regulation, litigation. You're killing us. We can no longer do business here. We're having to shut the door. We can ill afford that. We need to get back to the private sector, which provides over 60% of the jobs in this nation. They're the backbone of the small businesses. They're the backbone of this economy, and we look forward to working with them to get this economy back on track. I am bullish on my state. I love my country. I don't like what I see taking place here, and I will stand up and speak every chance I get to tell Mr. President, President Obama, Biden, whomever, you're wrong. This is the wrong prescription for America. In 2010, we're going to send you a repeal notice saying we want to do this thing right, not what you have done. Because America, ladies and gentlemen, is in dire straits right now. And this man has put us in more danger than any president I can ever think of. And I'll say that to him, and he'd know. It's not his pigmentation, it's his policies. Anytime you tell the American people what he's done, and you look at it and say, wait a minute, how did we get here? How did we get here? We have to get back to the fundamental role of the government. We have to get back to it. Certain things we're doing as a government we should not be doing, and we have to get back to that. The fundamental role of the government. So I would love to have your vote. MelvinEverson.com, the Labor Commissioner. As I stated, I've been on this campaign trail going on 12 months now. I have almost 20 years of corporate experience working in corporate America, working for Fortune 500 companies, cutting workers' comp claim. I took one company from 6th place to 1st place with the least amount of hours lost due to on-the-job injury, saving that company $3+ million a year. I know how to do this job, and I'll go in there and I will put Georgians back to work the right way, not through the federal government, because trust me, that will cost you dearly, and that's a train wreck waiting to happen. Speaking of which, the president and his people are saying, well, we can't verify how many jobs we saved or created. Well, we know 3 for sure. We know 3. They created a governorship in New Jersey, they created a governorship in Virginia, and they created a senator seat in Massachusetts. We know that. And come 2010 November, they're going to create a whole lot more jobs, because a lot of those Democrats out there will go home and they will find out what it's like to be in the unemployment line for a change. With your help, we can do this. We have to return the country back to the founding fathers' principles, which were articulated in the Constitution of the United States of America, that great document. I love this country. I believe in her, but we have to change and put her back on the right track. And with your help, we can do that. Thank you so much, and God bless all of you for being here.